Hi, this is Melanie Dawn, and this is Dawn of Wisdom. I'm walking through the campground by my house. One of my favorite things to do, good energy. So you might hear a car passing, people passing, puppies passing, RVs, things like that, and that would be why. So today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics to talk about, and that's triggers. And I've talked about triggers in past episodes, and it's something I'm very, very familiar with. My life has been that. I no longer see them as, well, yes I do, they're triggers, but they're lessons, and I'm aware of them. My awareness has, to me, made me a better person, less reactive, less angry, less jealous. Yeah, so I was sitting on a bench with a lady watching my grandson play on the playground, and we started talking about the recent shooting in Texas, and she goes, I just don't want to hear it, I can't deal with it. And I told her, I hear you and I understand, and I said what I do is I cry, and I sit and cry for those babies and the people that were killed in that horrendous shooting. And that's how I deal with it. And it got me thinking as I walked away. She was just a sweetheart. I thought, how do we handle emotions? How do we handle being triggered? I am very triggered by anxious people because I am an anxious person. And what I do now is I am aware of it, so therefore I don't react, and I just don't engage. And it's calmed my soul. It's calmed me down, that beautiful soul in me that's full of love. And I'm just, I breathe. I come here afterwards and I sit on a bench. But why do I understand triggers? First of all, awareness of your triggers is one of the best things I ever learned on my journey is being aware when I'm triggered, being aware of my emotions and sitting in them. Because I believe very strongly that we cannot let things go until we heal them. And I'm seeing it in my own life, and it's just fucking amazing. And I wish it for everybody. There is a way to crawl out of the anxiety. There's a way to calm yourself. That doesn't mean I'm not triggered. There's times I could just strangle someone. But I breathe and I sit in it, and I always ask myself, what can I do better in this situation? And that's what we need to do. So number one, we need to be very aware of our triggers. How are we aware of our triggers? I'm going to tell you. When you are in a situation, when you're around somebody and somebody says something, somebody does something, you feel it in your gut, an anger, a jealousy, a hurt, something you feel in your gut. Instead of responding or lashing out, and I'm not talking about if somebody's coming at you and hurting you, I think we should all stick up for ourselves. But to take a deep breath and to walk away from the situation and not take it personally. Once we start confronting those triggers, okay, I'll give you an example. People are walking towards me. They don't move over when I'm walking. I've talked about this before. I get a little irritated because it's like they don't see me. Well, that irritation comes from that inner child inside of me that did not feel heard, was not heard. And it's me. And what does it matter that they don't move over? I say, excuse me, and they move. What does it matter if they're seeing me? It really doesn't. So there's a way to handle those triggers. You know when you're triggered. You know when you're lying. You know when you're upset about something because you feel it. The anger you feel. Can you catch yourself before it explodes? That is the key, catching it. So I'm going to give you a few tips how to do that. You stop as soon as you get that feeling, and you take a deep, long breath. And you ask yourself if this has anything to do with you. 99% of the time it doesn't. So we need to sit in it, and if it means walking away, I've gone to be by myself somewhere. If I'm even around family and I need to go, I leave. And I sit and I ask myself, what did this stir up in me? And I deal with it. I take full responsibility for it. Once you do that, you begin to just mellow out. Your anxiety I have so much less anxiety. I still have it, and that's why I'm in therapy. I still have that anxiety, but my therapist does a lot of inner child work, and that's what we're doing, and figuring out where that comes from. And once you heal it, then you can let it go. Yeah. Wisdom for today. Guys, you know when you're triggered. You know it. Sit in it, walk away, and take full responsibility. I'm at Nurse Mellow on Instagram, nurse.mellow@yahoo.com. I love you.